Hey everyone, how are you? This is Dr. B in Power Talk Ask the Expert. And with me, I have an amazing person, Dr. Francesca Richardson. I am so glad you are here today. And
Thank you.
we're going to have a very special topic. And we're going to be talking about the inner peace breathwork. But this is an important time. Dr. Francesca, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. B. I'm so excited to talk about the InnerPeace Breathwork. We have both trained many years in different types of breathwork. And so now we are integrating this breathwork and bringing it to you this weekend. And we really want to bring it to you on the solstice. So the solstice has just occurred. The solstice marks the onset of summer, the time of the longest day. It is a time of change. It's a wonderful time for breath work. It's when the sun reaches its maximum declination in this hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere. June 21st in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it's actually December 22nd. So the solstice helps us remember the passage of time, the turning of the seasons. We're now turning to summer, the seasons of warm weather, tender breezes, the growing and developing of the harvest, and the growing and development of the soul and the self. So Angelica, what would you like to say about the solstice at this point?
Well, I think this is like a perfect time. The summer solstice is about really going within and finding that light, and allowing ourselves to come out and really come out in a different way, because there's so many things in life that happen. And I'm thinking that now after COVID, and now things that are they're coming back to what we consider normal. I think this is a perfect time to come and share this opportunity with people, Dr. Francesca, where we're going to be talking about the inner peace breath work, right? So what types? I know there's a lot of types of breath work out there, Dr. Francesca, but we're going to be focused on what type?
So we both learned the holotropic type breath work through the Wellness Institute, and we also learned some of the conscious connected breathing that was originated with Leonard Orr, and Carol Lampman also teaches that. And so we have a depth of breathwork experience. I think both of us know some of the yogic breathwork and so on. But what we'll be working on this weekend, when we have a program this weekend, will be really the InnerPeace Breathwork, which is an integration. So we're adapting the breathwork that we have learned for you specifically for this solstice experience.
And during this time, Dr. Francesca, that we're experiencing solstice, there's a lot of people out there that, there's sacred tools that people can do during this time. And for those of you that are connecting right now, we're going to be talking about, we're integrating some type, like the subconscious type of, like, going within when you're experiencing this type of breath work, so that you can really connect with your inner guidance system. That's what I feel like we're doing. We go within to get answers instead of looking for answers out in the world, right?
Right.
What would you say, how do people benefit from this type of breath work?
So the benefits of the breath work, I would say, are breathing. First of all, it fully detoxes the body. Deep breathing, using this type of breathing, it detoxes the body. 90% of our detoxification actually occurs through the breath. But unless we are really breathing deeply down into the bottom of the lungs and getting that stuff at the bottom of the lungs out, we're not really releasing that air. So, and in order to do that, we need to relax. And so with the conscious connected breathing, the holotropic breath work, we're lying down to start, and we're breathing deeply. We put our hand on our stomach and our hand on our chest. And we just breathe deeply and we just notice what rises first. Usually you want the stomach to rise, and that shows us that the lower lung is our opening up. And then breathing fully and deeply also lowers our anxiety. Because when we're anxious, we stop breathing, and that halts our processing. It halts the processing of what we experience in life, and also if we've been through something difficult. When we're anxious and we've been through something difficult, we shut down, we stop breathing, and that shuts down the whole process of our thinking through and our body processing what we've experienced. So breathing using our method helps to process and release trauma and continues the process that was halted when we were shocked or stressed in a difficult traumatic situation.
Yeah. And it's really important that we look for different tools in life that help us reconnect to our higher self, that so that we can reconnect and be able to center ourselves so that we are not lost in all the noise that's happening around us. A lot of times, Dr. Francesca, I know that this has been happening to many people around the world right now because of the anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety happening because of COVID. Many people lost their jobs. A lot of people had to change the way that they're working and operating. So when we come and we start talking about the inner peace breath work, you're really connecting to your higher self. I'm going to say I am very woo woo. I love the woo woo world because that's the inner world. It's the unknown. It's mysterious. It's very mystic. But I think that that's where we get most of our answers if we dare to go deep and find them. We will, like, how long does this breath work take, Dr. Francesca? I mean, what do people need to know about the length of time?
Yes, so we've set aside about 2 hours for the whole process, from 2 to 4 Eastern time. But so we'll start out with a little some explanation, helping you understand it, going through the process of it. And then you will experience about 45 minutes to an hour of actual breath work. And then there will be a time to share at the end your experience. So we can help you really integrate what you've experienced, because breathwork at many times creates an altered state of consciousness and helps you access, for some people, states of enlightenment, but certainly states, brainwave states that allow for a flow of understanding of higher wisdom to come to you. So we want, in that time period, we want you to be able to touch on that experience.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've experienced some of that, Dr. B.
It's amazing. This weekend, my son was feeling, he was kind of down, and so was I because I've been experiencing some challenges in life right now. And we both decided we would do breath work. So we went into the room, we locked ourselves there, and he was like, "Oh my God, Mom, this was amazing." Okay. And he's 20 years old, and he just thought it was an amazing experience. He's like, "We have to do it every Sunday." And I love breath work too, Dr. Francesca. I love it because we figure out when we go within, we figure out like old patterns that we have. We figure out, and it's not I don't want to use the word figure out. We become aware, consciously aware of old patterns, old beliefs, decisions that we made in life that no longer support us, right? And at the same time, when we're doing our breath work, we can actually feel tightness or different sensations in our body that we can work with so we can begin to remove that energy. And I think that breath work during this time, during the summer solstice, is a perfect time because this is the time to go within, Because if you are into the spiritual meaning of what is summer solstice, it's about going within, being in touch with your light, and getting the answers that you're looking for that
Yes.
feel right and they're in alignment with your soul. What do you
Right.
think? Mhm.
Yes, as you breathe and your body calms, which is what happens when you get enough breath.
Mhm.
Many times you get a new perspective. Your inner wisdom becomes available. And this can be so powerful to take this time to begin to really listen to the body's wisdom, the inner wisdom that's been wanting to get through to you. And so definitely, it's been a powerful experience for me in my learning. I know Dr. B, you as well, to do the breathing and begin to experience that release, letting go of what's getting in our way, and of bringing in the new understanding, the new wisdom. We
Mhm.
really look forward to working with you.
Yeah, so those of you that are watching either this live or you're watching it as a replay, we are going to do breath work June 26th. Either it's 11 Central or it's going to be 12 noon Eastern. And we're inviting you to come and join us, test it out, try it. If you have never done this type of work, this is I consider it very secret. And when you come out of this work that you're using to kind of go within and being able to clear some of those emotions, clear some of the pain that's happening because of anxiety, stress, or situations that have happened in your life, it's very healing and rejuvenates you in so many ways, you know. So we're inviting you to join us. It's going to be June 26th. We're going to put the link here so that you can join. And it's going to be amazing. Amazing. If you have any questions, we want you to text it or type it up and let us know.
Right, so it's 2 hours from 12 Eastern. I think I said the wrong time before. From 12 Eastern and from 11 Central.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, wonderful.
Right.
And how do they sign up for it?
I went ahead and posted the link. So
Oh,
you're going to
great,
find the link in the comments and
great.
just click there and then just come and join us. It's going to be a really exciting experience if you haven't tried it. And if you have, like, I'm always looking for opportunities to go within, and especially with breath work.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Dr. Francesca, anything else that we need to tell them?
I have special music that I use for the process, and I really look forward to you experiencing it.
Absolutely. So we will wait for you June 26th at 11 a.m. and or 12 noon Eastern. So you have an amazing day, and we will see you in our Inner Peace Breathwork session that's coming up really soon. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Francesca.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.